And we are back with another episode of Mad About Sports. This is episode 36.
36.
My name is Nicole Madison, and I am here with my dad and co-host,
David A. Madison. Number 36.
Number 36.
I only could come up with one.
That's fine.
And he was a Steeler.
Okay, of course.
And Jerome, the Bus Bettis.
Oh, that's a good one. When you said his first name, I had no idea. I'm like, Jerome. Yeah. And when you said the bus, I'm like, okay.
The only thing that I have against Jerome, he went to Notre Dame.
you know Notre Dame was my school.
Yeah. But
I loved them in high school.
I know you did.
I wanted to go to Notre Dame just for their football team.
Yeah, but my brother Guy and I had a bad experience up there many years ago, and
it was when I was in high school because I was still a Notre Dame fan.
Right. Turned me sour against the Fighting Irish.
And then when I went to college, it was the U.
That's right, Miami.
Yeah,
the U.
The U.
Yeah. I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, I'm still a U fan.
Yeah.
I kept
Well, they need to get their games coming back.
Yeah,
they're not like the U's back in the old days.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
They had some ballers.
But that was a good one. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was harder. 36. Not very many people wore that. No.
It's going to get more difficult the higher we go because not a lot of people wear bigger numbers.
Well, I've got a couple of, I'll think about it. 36.
More like defensive players. They wear higher numbers. So yeah, there's that.
And I got baseball players and basketball players.
True.
I can have a variety of them.
That is true. That is true.
But 36 was I thought about it, and Jerome Bettis. It was pretty good.
That's a good one.
And the notable thing about Jerome, he was able to win the Super Bowl in the city that he was growing up in.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Steelers won the Super Bowl in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, and that's where he's from. That's awesome. Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
So we took a week off because nothing happened.
Not very much was happening. But things been happening now.
The week we took off, thankfully we took off because so much has happened.
It has been a very, very interesting last week.
And a half. Well, 2 weeks.
Well, yeah.
Last week was interesting. The week before that was not interesting.
It was very slow. But it's made up for this week.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. Let's
First
start. What are we doing?
Toast. And I'd like to, for everybody, send a little prayer for my man, William E. Smith. He's in the hospital. Wes, who's one of our avid fans. I just found out. He called me. He's recovering up in Scranton.
Is he okay?
And he's got a body with pneumonia.
Oh, man.
So he's had some challenges, but, prayer.
Is he going in the right direction? Like he's getting better? Okay, good. Prayers go out to him.
Prayer goes out to him. Thank you very much.
Are we going to take a toast though?
Yes.
You gave the ching and you never drank it. All right. So let's get right into it. Basketball. The virus hit the NBA, of course. It was bound to happen.
Right. But one of the things that really caught my eye around basketball this past couple of weeks is that the Brooklyn Nets are playing really great basketball.
So are the 76ers.
But that's where I was going to go.
We're playing a little bit better.
The Sixers got the best record in the East.
Yes. We are number one on the East.
Doc Rivers didn't want it because he wanted to take a break. He's got to coach the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But
which is an honor. We have a coach of the All-Star game as our head coach.
Doc wanted to go golfing.
He probably wanted a lot, but guess what? I don't even think he was going to be a coach this year. And then he was like, you know what, I'll go to
Right. And the thing that really surprised me is Ben Simmons scoring.
Right.
42 one game,
to say that, yeah.
And then he backs it up with a 28-point game.
And that's what you were looking for, right?
Well, we lost that game that he scored 28 points.
Right.
And I wanted him to get 20, but 28's a lot. I didn't see the game, so I really couldn't tell you. But I watched the game, he put up 42.
Right.
And Doc had him playing center.
Right.
Because Embiid was out.
Right.
And he's 6'10". He's got a lot of...
He can be a center,
He can be a center.
He's tall enough to be.
And he's got good handling skills.
Absolutely.
So, I'm really happy that the direction the Sixers are going.
Right.
I think they're good. It's unfortunate that the Brooklyn Nets are looking really, really good.
They are, but they weren't at first, so that's why it's cool.
I'm telling you, they're starting to, even though KD's not playing.
Right, which is interesting.
But
because I felt like KD was
your boy's playing out of his mind.
I know.
He's crazy, but he's balling.
Right.
He's
My
balling.
birthday twin.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, our birthday is in a month. February 23rd, March 23rd, 1 month. Hey, it's a countdown.
Yes, it is.
All right, but yeah, he's killing it.
You got a lot. And yesterday was for Old School, New School, Dr. Julius Irving, and another one of our listeners, Travis Campbell.
Happy birthday.
Yes. And Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois.
Okay.
A lot of great people were born on February 22nd.
Right, 2222.
Yes.
Oh no, I think I did too many twos.
Too many twos. That's okay.
But it's okay. Anyway, the point is, you're right. The Nets, they're doing way better than I expected.
Well, it took them some time to gel.
Which makes sense.
Right.
I can't even.
They're going to be really a tough team to beat.
I think we can beat them.
If the Sixers come out the East, and right now, with AD being hurt out in LA,
I think that LA needs them. He needs AD in order to.
For sure, LeBron just can't carry the load like that.
No.
But he's trying.
Yeah, and Embiid got 50. He had a 50-point game.
Embiid had a 50-point game.
Yeah.
So Embiid's looking really good.
He is MVP. I'm still with it.
I'm with an MVP.
Yeah.
I think that he has my vote right now.
Me too.
He's looking really, and I'm really impressed. He's got an overall game.
He does.
He really has a good game.
He definitely does.
So.
Want to move into baseball?
Well, baseball spring training started.
Okay.
And they have my LA Dodgers as the front runners, as the preseason people that win the World Series.
That's crazy. Is it because y'all won? I wouldn't give y'all that much credit.
I would because of the fact that they paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
They've got some outstanding ball players. They picked
the Phillies made some good moves.
Not to the level of the Dodgers.
Okay.
They don't have the money that the Dodgers have.
Nobody has the money that the Dodgers have.
Exactly.
LA somehow doesn't have, they just have an endless supply of money for all of their teams.
Well, I'll tell you.
What? Where they it's crazy how, they're just, the money just flows right in for all LA teams. LA Dodgers. Was it the Chargers, too, that seemed like they didn't have their salary cap at all?
San Diego. That's when they were in San Diego.
No, it's when they were in LA. It was
the Rams had the...
Oh, that's what it was. It was the Rams.
The
Rams had an endless...
And the Lakers seem
right,
to have a lot of money. And the Clippers.
Where are they pulling all this money from for the team?
Well, the Clippers got a billionaire as their owner. But the Dodgers and the Lakers have always had people come to their games. And people with big money. That's really about celebrities. And Dodger Stadium, which I attended one time, had
well, in LA, they all live in there. Where else are they going to go? That's where they all live. All the celebrities live there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If they all live in Philly, they'd be coming up to the Phillies.
Well, that's true too. But the Dodgers are, but
they're favored to win it all.
They get 50,000 people at their baseball games.
That's insane. Yeah.
They've been like last year they had about 3.5, close to 4 million people go to their baseball game.
How?
Wait a minute, that was the year before last.
Okay, I was about to say how.
Last year was they had the 62 game. But
yeah, I was about to say how.
They've been averaging.
We were in COVID.
You were in COVID, sure. But they come out. They come out.
No, that's true. That is true. So we'll see. You said at first on February 23rd that the Dodgers are going to win, so we'll see at the end of the season.
I didn't say the bookies said that.
Okay, the bookies said that the Dodgers are favored too. Well, we'll see if the bookies are right in about a couple months.
Well, and hopefully they can do it take so that asterisk. We could just win it without.
I mean, it's still COVID, so it's still going to be an asterisk.
Well, the fact that they did make some changes, as I said last time, with the National League won't have a designated here, but the American.
Oh yeah, they did.
And they had those rule changes. So
right. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. It's a new game.
But they'll play 162 games. That's the key.
We'll see too. We will also see how the virus impacts, because
that's
it's already impacting basketball. So we will see.
Right.
We will see.
But the vaccination is here.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We will see. We have to see.
I hope so.
Me too. Football. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for.
It's been a long time coming.
This is what we've been waiting for.
It's been a long time coming. And I'm really, what does Carson Wentz have Now this is what gets me. I was thinking about this.
Uh-huh.
First of all, he gets a coach fired.
Right.
Then
he leaves.
He decides that he wants out after they paid him a lot of money.
They took the biggest hit in history.
NFL history on the salary cap.
Right.
And he's going to Indianapolis.
For nothing. They traded him for nothing.
For a 3rd round draft pick this year and a second round, possibly 1st round draft pick, depending on.
They didn't even trade him for a player. They didn't even get anybody out.
Nothing.
They didn't get a quarterback, a backup quarterback, nothing.
They didn't get anything
Howie needs to be fired. It's not what Carson has. It's what does Howie have? Because what? How is that a good deal? How do you take that back to the owner and be like, so I traded Carson, and what we're going to get is a 3rd round pick, and that's it.
And next year we might
get
a second round
might
guaranteed.
Get a second round.
But if Carson plays 70% of the snaps, then a boy can get hurt, and you're guaranteed a second round.
If he gets hurt.
And
but like that's just that's a They didn't get a person for him. They didn't get a receiver. They didn't get a quarterback. They didn't get a player.
But look at where the 3rd round of this year, right?
Yeah.
Indianapolis made the playoffs, so a 3rd round pick could be a 60th, 70th pick.
That sounds for your star quarterback.
For your star quarterback that you paid over $100 million for.
You're trading him for a 3rd. That's it. You didn't get any players for him.
Yeah, look at there's 32 teams, right?
Right.
So the 1st round is 32.
I know how this works.
The next is 64.
First off, the Eagles aren't even good at drafting with Howie.
Right.
So why did you even try a pick? You should have got people.
Indianapolis might be in the latter part of the 3rd round. So that's 64. We'll say
they were better just trading him for nothing.
They did.
That's literally what they did. Nobody could have offered anything better than that.
They were the only people in
No, that's not true. The Bears.
The Bears wasn't.
We don't know what the Bears was offering. They could have been offering Foles. For all we know. Wow. What are they going to do with Foles?
Challenge Jalen.
No, I'm talking not the Eagles. What are the Bears going to do with Foles? They probably gave that option. We'll give you Foles for Carson.
Foles probably would have loved to come back.
But then they would have traded Doug for nothing. Not traded, fired Doug. They would have fired him for nothing.
I still can't believe that they fired him.
Honestly, just because they got rid of Carson, it makes no sense why they fired Doug.
And to bring a no-name coach in.
Yeah. Especially because, I hate to interrupt you, but especially because Doug doesn't do bad when it's not Carson, and that's because Carson doesn't listen to Doug's plays. He gets out there and calls a completely different play.
Did you see that Doug and Carson weren't talking for about 9 weeks in the paper?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But you fired Doug. Who brought you to the Super Bowl?
Well,
we went to the playoffs last year.
You have to look at the mentality of this now.
Go ahead.
Now, the head coach is supposed to have control over the team.
Right.
He cannot control his quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
His quarterback goes up to the general manager and the owner that paid him a lot of money.
Right.
I mean, I can't get along with this guy. We're not talking.
Right.
So what do?
They fired
him. Why
are they giving that quarterback that much power? That's creating more discernment.
Now the quarterback says, I want to get out of here.
Right. And leaves.
And gets his wishes.
All of it's just...
And here's
you see why I said Lurie doesn't need to own a team?
And here's a real...
Because it's wild to me.
And the funky part about it is, now there's a brother down in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
He can't get out of Houston to save his soul.
Right.
J.G. Watt decides to leave.
He's like, I'm out.
I'm out of here. But they're keeping the brother.
Right.
You got to start thinking about some of the dynamics that goes on in the NFL.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's literally ridiculous. Just the Eagles organization itself is literally wild. It's literally crazy.
I'm going back with the Arsenio Hall. Hidden racism.
It's really
crazy. It is wild.
Just because, what does Howie have on Lurie? Why does Lurie even want this team at this point? Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Well,
Howie doesn't know what he's doing. They're literally just doing things.
There is a kinship between them.
I know, it's really disgusting.
But
at this point,
that's how they work.
The Eagles are probably going to be trash this year.
For the next couple of years.
Trash next year. No, until they fire Howie, it's going to be bad. Because he's the problem.
You're going to have to fire the coach now. You're going to look for the head coach.
It's like the Dallas situation. That new head coach that they got.
Listen, McCormick has a Super Bowl.
Experience.
He has a Super Bowl.
You know what I mean? This man never played football in the NFL professionally.
Division III.
Right, exactly. But like, he's our coach. Like, go ahead, clap it up for him.
Sad.
But do you think J.J. Watt will go to your Steelers?
Well, it could be a family affair.
Right? His brother's there.
And both his brothers.
Yeah.
His brother, they all went to Wisconsin.
And
they,
Pittsburgh's not too different.
No, the Hawk gets really cold up there too.
That's what I'm saying. It's not too different. It's like they're at home.
J.J. Watt and his brother J.T. Watt and his other brother who plays fullback in special teams for the Steelers. And it would be a nice story seeing the Watt brothers with the Steelers.
That would be cute. Yeah.
Yeah, and I could see J.J. and J.T. on
their
either end.
parents were not creative. JJ and JT.
Well,
it's like
Wisconsin.
Seth and
Steph. Wisconsin.
That's true.
You can't be too creative out there.
Right.
So, and I think JJ is on the end of he'd be a pass rusher. His better years are behind him. And they could utilize him. I could see him, hanging. Still could really use him.
Absolutely, most definitely.
So let's cross our fingers and let's see if he goes.
Hope he goes there. I mean, I'm not really rooting for you guys, but like, I'm just going to be a football fan next year at this point. Because it's not like I got a great team to root for. It's not like they're going to do anything.
You're not going to be like a guy?
No, I'm not that hard. I'm not that intense. Okay. Uncle Guy, once the team is gone, he is gone too.
Yes.
Sorry, Uncle G, but fair weather fan, it happens.
We know you.
We understand.
Yeah, no problem.
I can't blame you.
You still love him.
Yeah, I can't blame you. I would leave too, honestly. Yeah. So tennis has an electronic.
Yeah, I was watching the Australian Open, and they decided to eliminate all the line judges and have electronic lines.
I don't know anything about tennis, so that's why I'm like, electric line call?
See, when the ball goes out,
Okay, I see what you're saying. That's smart.
And in the close calls, they used to have human beings calling them. And then they had the electronic eye, and it says, we'll challenge the call.
Right.
And that stops the game. Now, with the electronic, if it's out, it's out.
See, that's good, though.
And it says, and it'll come up on the scoreboard, close call, but out.
They should have been did that.
Yeah, I'm serious.
I mean, I guess they were trying to keep people jobs.
Right.
Because but that's where the robots replaced them.
That's the first time they've used it. And it was
smart,
very
though.
nice. Yeah, I was impressed by that.
Some people, especially with the ball, it's like your eye. It's hard to catch it. So if it's the line.
Well, they can challenge it. And they would.
Now you can't.
I forget the eagle eye they called it, Hawkeye or whatever, and they would stop the game and watch it on the screen and see if it was in or out. But now, there's no question. Oh,
it's out.
It's close.
Right. Close, but not good enough.
Not good enough. So.
Hockey, there was
a little cancellation with the virus.
Right.
I know the Flyers had a lot of players that was affected by the virus. I think they had postponed like 3 or 4 of their games.
Right, yeah.
And then they played out in Nevada. And the ice was too sloppy, but they ended up playing anyway, outdoors.
That is so interesting.
Well,
you're going to play outdoors in the desert.
No. It's up in the mountains.
Nevada?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in the desert.
When I think of Nevada, is it Las Vegas' team?
No. It is Las Vegas. No, they played the
What?
Bruins. They every year.
What?
Yeah, this
is making sense.
Hockey is a different sport.
No, it absolutely is.
I think they played the Bruins.
Okay.
Up in Nevada.
In the mountains.
Outdoors.
But outside.
Every year they pick a spot where they play outside like the old days.
Right.
And they picked Nevada for some odd reason. So,
Interesting.
Lake Tahoe, they call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
All right, so now we don't have old school, new school, or sports history, but we have some breaking news.
Brother Tiger Woods injured in a car accident, car accident today.
Right.
I just seen a report that he possibly broken both of his legs.
That's terrible.
and the injuries aren't life-threatening.
That's good.
But he was just recovering from a back surgery that was happening in December,
right.
And he was at the Genesis golf tournament. That's where he's out in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
And got in a violent car accident, a single car accident, and hopefully, God willing, prayers will be out
to Tiger,
and hopefully have a speedy recovery.
Right, absolutely. You want to move right into Damn Right or Nix It?
Sounds good to me.
Let's get into it. So, Serena and Osaka.
Yes, Naomi Osaka is now. Do you think she is?
She's the new it? She's the new Serena? I think damn right, yeah. I think Serena needs to retire.
Well,
she should just, you can play it for fun, be a mom, do other things, cover girl.
I'm going to go with damn right also. Naomi Osaka is an outstanding tennis player.
Mm-hmm.
She's
awesome.
She probably plays just as strong as Serena. She's as tall as Serena. I didn't realize she was that.
Yeah, and she's young.
And she's 23.
Yeah.
Serena's 19 years older than she is.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's not going to be able to beat her. You might as well just...
Well...
No.
I don't know.
Because the thing is...
She's beaten her the last 4 times.
Serena.
Yeah, no, Osaka.
That's what I'm saying. And she's only going to get better because she's young. Right. You know what I mean? Like, Serena is 19 years older than her.
Right.
So if you think about it like that, it's like... She can only improve.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Whereas, like, Serena's on the downside. Like, I guess after a certain age, maybe, like, let's say 35, 40.
Well,
let's say 35.
You got to keep everything in perspective. Tom Brady, 43, playing football. That's pretty... Now, tennis is not playing football.
That is a fact.
And he's 43. I mean, conditioning...
No,
she looked really good.
I'm not saying she doesn't, but just with time... You go down after a certain age. And she's on the downside, whereas Naomi is on the up. She hasn't reached her peak yet. No. She's only 23, so I'm saying all she can do is get better.
Oh,
that's my point.
That
so that's why I'm like, Serena might as well. As you said, she beat her 4 times already.
Yeah. And it's damn right. I think the baton has been passed to Osaka.
Absolutely. The next one. Was it worth trading Wentz? Damn right or nix it?
Damn right.
I think it was too, honestly, but I don't think it was worth firing Doug.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Damn right, because that he did get Doug fired.
So you're saying damn right it was worth trading Wentz?
Yes, because there's too much turmoil.
But Doug's not there, so it doesn't matter. There's no turmoil.
There was turmoil in the locker room. There were players that didn't like him.
Well, you have to think about it. Like, let's literally be honest and think about Carson Wentz as a player, right? When he first got drafted or whatever, and he came to the Eagles, he didn't go and, warm up with his players. He didn't warm up with the wide receivers. He didn't invite them out. Jalen Hurts is a rookie, and he already, like his first year, he wasn't even told he was going to be the starting quarterback, but he invited his receivers out to just play. You've seen his tape. He has his tape out now. Like, we never got that from Carson.
And here's another thing about
And I'm not saying Carson is bad either.
Getting back to your GM. He moved up during the draft to get Carson Wentz. He had to give up a couple of rounds to move up to get Carson.
Right.
So not only did he lose draft picks prior to getting him, he also lost X amount of dollars, tune of $33 million on a salary cap.
Right.
You're right. They got to rethink about your general manager.
I told you, he is the problem. That's why I'm like, maybe Laurie really doesn't want a team because he's acting like he don't care what happens. Period. Like with his money, like with his own money, or like with he's not getting any return right now.
See, when you go into that ownership club,
mm-hmm.
and it's a very select ownership club of 32.
Right.
Now
some owners care, like Jerry Jones. He cares about his company.
Jerry Jones cares, but it's been a quarter of a century since they won.
But he's at every game. He's like really...
Oh, Laura's at every game?
Alright, but...
Laura's at every game?
Like, is he paying attention to what his GM is doing?
He better.
At least the Cowboys are making good picks.
See the thing with...
The coach was the problem.
See, with Laurie, and Jerry Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones did play college football.
So he has an understanding. But you could tell because isn't Jerry the GM too?
Jerry owns and he's the whole.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you could tell because he be making good picks.
Oh yeah, Jerry Jones thinks he knows it all. That's the problem.
I mean, the thing is, he's doing he's picking the right people. It's the coach. His problem is the coach. They had all the right players.
Well, until he ran into the boy from University of Miami, made him head coach, Jimmy Johnson. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Johnson said, "Hey, listen, this is how I want this to go."
Right.
And Jerry says, "No, this is my team."
Right.
Got rid of Jimmy Johnson after winning a Super Bowl, and then Switzer came in and won the Super Bowl the following year.
See, but that's the thing. No, I'm talking about currently.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's get back to it. I think damn right it was a good idea. However, if they knew they were going to get rid of Carson, they shouldn't have got rid of Doug. I said it before, I'm going to say it again.
Well, I don't know if Carson was really pressuring it that much. I think that Lori was thinking about the turmoil that was happening. If I get rid of Doug, maybe Carson will change his mind. But he didn't. Mm-mm. He even forced the issue even further, saying, "I want out of here." Because
it's the locker room.
Psychological, not only I think it's the fan of Philadelphia. I don't think I really believe that.
I think it's mentally. Nick Foles. Could you imagine going down, playing at the Link, and seeing your backup?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mentally, he's got that
backup right outside.
He doesn't have
they got a statue of your backup.
Strong mentality,
No, that's apparent because he's not used. So the thing is, he's not used to competing, and that's apparent. And in football, you have to compete. So traditionally, like when Foles went to the Bears, they had them compete for that starting position.
Right.
They could have done the same with Jalen and Wentz. However, he doesn't. He has that I can only be number one.
See, and that's the problem. See, his ego got in the way, and what happened? He had to go.
Exactly.
You drop the E, and he has to go.
Right. Exactly. So I hopefully he does well with the Colts. I'm rooting for him.
And the E stood for the Eagles.
Right. Yeah, I got it. The last one, we already kind of touched on it earlier. Embiid for MVP.
Damn right. I think that Embiid's playing the level that he's playing at right now. Mm-hmm. I don't see anybody that's playing any better.
I don't either. There is nobody.
You could say LeBron and LeBron's always going to be.
Giannis has been quiet this year.
Giannis has been quiet, but he's
he's playing. But there was a lot of talk about Giannis last year. He won defensive MVP and regular MVP, right?
Right. Now here's the key. Because of the short stint, how about your birthday boy?
Kyrie?
Kyrie's putting on a show.
He is.
But I don't think he'll be MVP.
I don't think he'll be MVP either because all around, Embiid has been Kyrie was out for a while. Yeah. He was doing his own thing. You're right, exactly.
He's got too many issues.
Yeah, he doesn't have issues. He just doesn't care.
Well, he does have. No, I'm saying issues in a positive way. Issues outside of basketball that concerns him. That kind of.
He's for the people. That's the thing.
That kind of gives him distractions.
I don't think it distracts him. I just think he understands that basketball is a game and it's more than just a game. Because there's bigger things going on in the world than his game.
He's trying to bring the game back in the game. And it's a business.
Exactly.
You got to realize that.
But I'm going damn right MB for MVP.
Oh, me too. He's got my vote.
Me too.
I like it. And I think that, believe it or not, I think the Eagles... It should be an interesting...
Sixers.
I mean, it's been... Excuse me.
It should
the
be.
Sixers and the Brooklyn Nets...
I can see it. We're going to call it right now. It's going to be Sixers, Nets in competition for the East. And I'm going to say the Sixers are going to take it. I feel it. I can feel it.
I feel it too.
This is our time.
About time.
Finally. Exactly. Just off the strength. This is it.
The process came to fruition.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
It would literally be the ample trust the process.
Could you imagine?
The icing on the cake. This is what happens when you trust the process. So I'm just going to call it now.
I like it. I'm right with you.
But anyway, anything else you want to add? That's it.
That's about it. Just try to be safe. If you're eligible to get your vaccination, please do so. Please keep safe distance, wear a mask, and stay safe.
Stay safe, stay healthy, and peace.
Be cool.